So it's a 2-2 draw today with Tadcaster. Would you see that as 2 points lost?
Yeah, definitely. Listen, you know you're going to get no change out of anybody up here when you come up north. The penalty decision changes it, I think. They've not had a shot on target till they scored. Was in the ascendancy. We should be 3-0 up at half time. Missed chances again. Mistakes again up top. It's costing us. You can't legislate for the referee's decision. That's his own interpretation of a penalty or not. And for me personally, I think everyone in the ground was really shocked when he gave it. The fact that he took probably 10-15 seconds to decide to give it in the end, when the game was still going on, suggests he wasn't sure, in my opinion. But anyway, it is what it is. Listen, they got a point. It's a result away from home on a Tuesday night, so give them that. But the performance still ain't there. It's not like I'm not happy with it. So yeah, it's a tough one to take because when you dominate a game like that, and you can see I think they've had the penalty shot on target. The one that's gone in, to be fair, is a great finish for him. To be fair, but we lost the ball too easy again, and then the reaction was slow. Apart from that, I think that's the only 2 shots, maybe bar one header that's been scooped up. We've had 3 chances to score in the first half. We took 1. Game's done at half time. Top of the pitch, it's costing us at the minute.
Yeah. And I mean, you sort of mentioned it a bit there, but it was a bit of a tale of 2 halves. Obviously, just piling the pressure on the first half. What changed at the start of the second for you?
I think again, people resting on the laurels. And the thing is, you drill it into them at half time. Some of them just aren't taking it on board now. So it's tough because you say to the lads at half time, listen, you're 1-0 up at half time. You should be 3-0 up concentration wise. These will come and have a go. They're not going to lie down. They do the total opposite. Can't legislate for that when you go out over the white line. They have to do that on the pitch. Players are shooting from 25 yards, 30 yards, and there's a pass on. I think it's just a little bit of anxiety now when they've got themselves in front. Second goal goes in, third goal goes in, half time, you're 3-0 up. That anxiety is not there. It always is at 1-0. And some of the players got to be better, and they've got to pick the right pass. They've got to make the right decision. It's as simple as that.
Yeah. And obviously Luke came back from suspension today, got on the score sheet. We had the debut 18-year-old goalkeeper in. How did you make their performances?
Yeah, obviously really delighted with the goalkeeper. Thought he was excellent tonight, really assured for a young man. Some of them come out in the first half, did a fantastic punch. His kicking was good, handling was good, everything you'd expect him to be fair, and he was. So really chuffed for him. Did very well, commanded his box. And when we needed him, he was there, and that's all you want from your goalkeeper. So yeah, really pleased for him. Delighted with the way he's performed tonight, and obviously Coxey coming back in and scoring a good goal. To be fair to him, I thought it was a strike on the end of it at first, the way he took it. So yeah, it's good to have him back in the side. He's been a big miss for us, but I think again we look back on the game and it's just really tough to take when you dominate a game for so much, and then you have 2 shots, a penalty you can't legislate for. That's just a ridiculous decision. You have to take that on the chin and move on. But the goal that they scored, we were in possession of the football again. Reaction was slow, and the next thing, to be fair, it was a great finish. I must give the kid that. Fantastic goal. Aaron had no chance in goal with that. But it just changes the whole game. They're in the ascendancy, all of a sudden they're chasing us and pressing us when we were doing that to them in the first half. And lads have got to realise that you can't let teams at this level back in. It doesn't matter if you're in total control or not. You give them half a chance, give them a sniff to get back in the game, they will. They'll take it, and they have to learn that real fast. But again, like I said, it's a result away from home. On a Tuesday night, it's a tough place to come. I don't think I've ever won here as a player or a manager, so that continues, unfortunately. But I thought it was good value to win tonight, but just not meant to be again.
Yeah, and I guess the lads try and take some momentum from this now. I know it was only a draw, but obviously we're back at home on Saturday against Ossett United, I believe. That home advantage will be another competitive game, but do you know much about the opposition going into that one?
Yeah, again, it's another tough game. They come thick and fast, and that's the thing that we've got to they've got to understand as from a mentality point of view. Every game now they have to be ready to go. Tired legs or no tired legs. Hopefully we've got a few players back, that we've been missing. Hopefully we'll have a few new signings in the building to bolster us, just bring a bit of freshness to the team. I think some people are complacent, and that's got to change, and fast. So it'll be a tough game. I'm under no illusion, but it'll be good to be back at home after 3 away games. And hopefully the crowd will be behind us on Saturday to cheer us on, and hopefully we can get 3 points on the board.